What's going on, podcast people? This is the D&E podcast. I'm here, NK Rudy. I'm here with my host, Jahmar Gregory.
Yo, what's going on?
As y'all can see, Raquan's not here today. He had some business he need to take care of. But we got a special guest on. Our first guest, I got my brother.
What's up, players? I'm Sekayi.
It's my brother right here, man. Before we even really introduce you, I just want to talk about why Raquan wasn't here real quick, yo. So he was supposed to be here. And then last minute today told us, he was like, yeah, I can't come. I gotta go to work. It was his day off. And so I'm sitting asking oh, you willingly volunteered to go in? He was like, nah, since I'm a key holder at my job, I gotta we had to work it out. And I guess another key holder had a dance audition. And so I'm like, so did you volunteer that shift to pick up, or they told you to come in? He was like, well, I'm a key holder, so we had to work it out. It was it wasn't a me thing, it was a us thing. I'm like, so you sound like you willingly picked up a shift. Cause I'm like, if that was me, I would have told him I can't make it because I got plans, especially on my day off too. But he was like, well, they treat me well, they pay me this and that. I'm like, man, I was like, all right. But I want to bring that up on the podcast because we having our first guest on, and now he not here for it. But the show must go on. So Raquan Missing out on this episode, but we'll have more guests on in the future anyway. So hopefully we won't miss out on those too.
It does, but when you key holding, you were kind of in not power, but higher than regular employees. So you gotta compromise on keeping the restaurant running. So I get it.
So he actually got the key, to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
so
he was an owl at Whole Foods.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Yeah. He up there then.
I think, right? Is
That's
it?
what I'm saying. He can't just be they needed some key holder there.
Yeah, to open up the store.
I would have told him SOL, bro. No cap. That's just me though. That's just me. I understood it though, but me, I'm like, yo, it's because, and they had he said they had some girl had quit or some shit like that, right? I guess another key holder.
Nah, I think she couldn't.
No, he said
I don't
someone
know why
quit.
she huh?
I thought he said someone quit. Well, I guess the previous girl quit, something like that.
Yeah.
And then someone else gonna show.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, actually, on my way here, getting ready, I was thinking damn, this has to be the day that all of them are available if they do this on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Because so then I was thinking I haven't really seen Raquan in a while since actually middle school for real. Because when you get to high school, you don't really see as much people as you think you're gonna see, or that you used to see in middle school. But I was kind of excited to see him and just chop it up with him on the podcast.
I mean, you only did 1 year at MHS too.
I mean, but he's in my grade, and we did 3 years together at Phillinghausen.
You said in high school though, you really don't see each other as you thought.
I haven't seen him since then, so I was excited to just kind of chop it up with him on here.
Oh, see Raquan. See, you were saying, someone was like, damn, he's gonna be able to talk it up with you because we only see each other online when we're in parties and shit like that. We'll hear each other.
Yeah.
Now, but what's good with y'all though? You been good, Jahmar?
Yeah, man. Just turned 24. 24 on July 16th. Big 2-4. And this year, I'm making some changes to my life, some self-improvement stuff.
Like what?
Really sticking to a routine, and I'm trying to be more disciplined. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it, and if I don't, then there's gonna be some consequences. I got one for today. So I wanted to wake up this morning and I wanted to wake up this morning and work out at 6 before work, and I woke up. It was 6 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get up. Get up. I hit the snooze. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get up. Next thing you know, it's 7. I'm like, it's 7. I'm pushing it. Then next thing you know, it's 8:30, and I gotta get ready for work. I'm like, So since I ain't go this morning, I ain't gonna play games or social media like that later. For real, tonight. Just for tonight, and then
so you not getting in the wreck tonight?
Nah.
Damn. Okay. I mean, at least I know now. Tomorrow. At least I know now, though.
Yeah. I'll be on tomorrow, but that's the start of it.
Nah, I feel you. You gotta respect that. I mean, you gotta respect that. You gotta. I mean, at least I'm saying I respect it. I'm saying, Naeem looking at you
yeah,
damn.
Right. He yo, you bugging.
Nah, I was while you was talking, I was thinking, cause I was looking at the audio levels. I kind of blanked out for a quick second, but Because I was thinking, I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, I
you
hope it
never
don't.
listening.
Nah, because I was making sure, I'm like, I hope this don't like it don't sound different when I'm listening back and playback. So that's why I just went. But I heard like the majority of it saying like you gonna like stick to what you're doing, like you got plans, like once you say you got to do something, you about to do it and shit like that.
Yeah, a lot of people they don't really hold themselves accountable these days. So
Like you planning out your schedule basically.
right.
So once you
But I'm
gotta-
saying like it didn't go as he planned yesterday. So he's like taking stuff away from himself that he would enjoy in order to like show that yeah, this is what I need to do if I want to do this.
Exactly. Just because like a lot of people will hold other people to a high standard, but when it comes to the South, they're gonna let them slack off on things that improve their life. Like if someone I don't know, if someone do you wrong, if someone just don't do their job, you can be like, yo, why the fuck you not making your shot? Like when we play 2K, if someone not making their shot and they a shooter, you like, oh, why you not making your shot? But for you, if you don't make your shots and you a shooter, not saying you, I'm just happen to look in this direction, but like if you don't do your job, you like, like I ain't do this because of so and so or whatever. You're not holding yourself to the same accountability.
Yeah.
Not like you. It just happened. I'm looking in this direction.
No, I'm
but
saying,
just
but
like
like
people in general, and it doesn't even have to be.
But that
2K,
was a good
just in
example for
life.
2K, yo, because like I hold you accountable when you missing your shots, but do you really hold yourself accountable though?
Nah,
Jahmar be having excuses.
You be getting on him the most about his passes.
Oh, he be turned over. Nah, but with shooting, nah, because every time Jahmar come on, he's like, "That's my warm up game. That's my." If he have a bad game, it's his warm up game.
A warm up game.
I see me. I just come on and I'm straight hot.
Yeah, see, like I wouldn't say warm up because the people we playing in rec, you probably never gonna play them again.
Yeah,
so that's how they gonna remember J Killer 221.
I understand that. I need to go on extra early, get a few shots up just to remember my timing, because I don't know how my Wi-Fi gonna be. It could be like super good and everything's fine, or I gotta switch to a low latency or
You
something.
mean your regular like shitty connection?
No.
Yeah, you do be lagging.
No. You was lagging out the other day,
bro. That was a one time thing, bro. Like that shit is rare. That shit was rare. Like it was like late. It was like in the morning.
I think when it gets mad hot or like real stormy, like I think Wi-Fi is be type iffy.
It was like around like between 12 and 2. Like my shit was like, it was like you would probably sleep at the time, but it shit just like I kept lagging out the party and shit like that, and I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, fuck it. It's like I'm gonna have to call it a night because it happened like 3-4 times already. It's like,
something out in the like the wires was probably getting fried in the box. Like it was dead hot this past weekend.
I don't know if it wasn't this past week. It was like last week maybe, like or 2 weeks ago.
No, like last.
It was
3
before
days,
your
like 3
birthday.
days ago, it was hot. Oh, when you lagged out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably a while ago, like a week or so, a week or two.
I know it was before your birthday.
But it has been hot lately, though. Honestly, I didn't think it was that hot.
See, I told you, yo. Like
I don't know. Like
he was probably in here chilling in the heat.
Nah, I go outside. I'm like, it's hot. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like some people is dragging it. Like I definitely would have hooped outside.
Yo, you're actually crazy,
bro. It was like hot, like
bro,
high 90s.
Deshaun was trying to tell me it was not hot enough. Like he was like, "Yo, it ain't too hot." I'm like, "Bro,
See?
it's 96. You outside running, and I know he don't be carrying no water with him." So like, bro, and then he sent me a video. He was in the bushes in the shade. I'm like, because it's hot, bro. Like, get inside. He was like, I'm good. Like, it ain't too hot for me. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, there's like, you could actually be passed out on the ground, down bad somewhere, and you out here waiting for somebody to come by. Like, yo, like that shit is not good, bro. That shit is not good.
Nah, that'll be ass.
Speaking on the subject of 2K, we were just talking about, yo. So Sekayi was trying to say that he's like Pop is the best person in 2K I know, and so I took offense to that because like you know how I get into like you know I told you this year I was just making like a role player. I said I was just creating a shooter. That's what I told you. I said I'm just creating a 2-base sharp. He was like, nah, Pop do this and that. I'm like that's just because I decided to be.
Like a shooter.
Yeah, like that's what this was a build. I changed my build every year. He was like, so like Sekayi started playing 2K in 2K20. We didn't play 2K20.
No. I started playing in 2K19
online.
And I joined in July. I got my guy up to a 69
at the end of 2K.
And people on my football team, I was working them because I had better basketball IQ. And they was like, yo, how is he a 69 doing this? I'm like, bro, just watch when the next one comes out. I'm going to be the best one here. And I'm the best person on 2K my player from Maris football, my class and under. Anybody who watching this, you could bet me. You know, I got stats and everything to prove.
All right,
We gotta get King of the Hill, or
so-
was it Strikeout?
strikeout.
Yeah.
But he don't have a guard build though. But
True.
I do have a guard build.
I ain't never seen him.
I think he's like 60.
Okay, exactly. But he was like, yeah, probably the best person I know. So we had gotten to this little debate in one of our group chats, and so he was bringing up like screenshots, but it was like certain screenshots where like I didn't score as much as Pape,
Yeah.
or like I might have had I had like a 2 for 9 game one time, like I had a bad game, but like we've all had bad games, so he like, and so but like if I had like showed him all the screenshots that I have and shit like that, well, I don't take screenshots all the time, like bro, I don't get the ball.
You don't take screenshots all the time?
No, I don't.
I feel like you
not
do.
No, he do. You think I do? He
Because
do.
every game I play, all right, first off, the screenshots I was sending, I take pictures after every game I play. Every game, like I take a picture of
But
it
he didn't
every
send
game.
every screenshot.
Because I also told you guys at Deshaun's gender reveal, I deleted a lot of 2K pictures because I had them in like I hadn't played 2K since February or like March, and this was like a couple weeks ago. So April, May, June, July, like I hadn't played, so I was like, I'm holding on to these pictures for nothing. I haven't played with no squad, so I deleted mad pictures. I have some games where I obviously get outscored, out rebounded, but like the pictures I was sending was games I was doing good, but Pape was scoring more than me.
Okay, so we know Pape. Like, I mean, I pass the ball to Pape too because he be down the court too, so I throw it down Pape too. Like, I don't have no problem with him being the first scoring option. Like, but I don't get the ball as much as Pape. So I think just because I don't score as much as him, like I'm not as good as him. I'm just as efficient. Like when I get the ball, I gotta make the most of my chances by scoring. I don't get the ball as much as him. But yesterday we was playing rec, and so they all lagged out. Like, well, I don't know what happened. Like, it was something with the 2K servers.
Berg and Pape just like the shit went back to the main screen.
It was something wrong with the 2K servers, and so the other person just quit. I just stayed the whole game just because like I was already doing good, and so like I was taking most of the shots. I forgot how many. I forgot what I went, but I had like 35 points at the end of the game. Like, had a double in the system, stuff like that. I was being the main scoring option. So I chose Sekayi. I'm like, this is what happened when I'm the main scorer. Like, if I'm the main scoring option, I could do the same shit as Pape. But like, I'm not. Like, I don't have a problem falling back to Pape so he can kick. But he wasn't there with us in like 2K18 when I was the number 1 scoring option, and I was going crazy, bro. And Jahmar was like the number 2 scoring option. Pape wasn't even the number 2 scoring option. Jahmar was because he was the point guard, and Jahmar was averaging like a double in assists. Like, this was, I think this is peak Jahmar in 2K.
And so pro-am, yeah,
pro-am.
5.
And so, but he wasn't there for that. And so, and Pape wasn't, even in 19, Pape was the number 1 scoring option. I think Christian was, because I remember like Christian had like a 73-point game, because I was just like, I would just pass him the rock because like he was a stretch and just cashing everything, and so I would just feed him the rock. And so like it's not even a down year for me, yo. Like, I still can get my 20 ball easily, but Sekayi was like, nah, he really the best I know. But he judging off 1 year instead of like our actual resume. He didn't play with us, so he don't actually know like how we was in our bag, bro. He was really in our bag, yo. Like, especially 2K18.
What I tried to use when we were talking about this was when we play us 3 will pick up my boy Berg and Pape. That's the 5 we've usually been running with when it's us playing. Pape be scoring the most points. I'm not saying, I said he's the best player that I know. I never said you were not good. Not
I
once.
Know that, but okay. I still don't. I think that's like that's disrespectful.
But
like,
that's just my opinion. Okay, and you're entitled to your own opinion.
I think this goes to what you just said. How like when you hop on the game, the first game you play, that's what everybody gonna think of you. That first game, because they never gonna play you again. And this is the first time y'all played together. I mean, y'all gonna play again, but
you say Pape scored the most. Why do he score the most?
He gets the ball. I mean, okay.
But I think Pape also does more things to get open. Like,
you
cut to the basket, but you can't score when you cut to the basket like
y'all
that as much as him.
I'm glad, because I screen court games where y'all don't pass me the ball when I run
everybody
around
doesn't make every pass. Like there was times last night when I'm like, damn, Berg, like I'm like, damn, Dovin, like if niggas want to take threes, like.
Cause they not as pass savvy as like me or Jahmar, like where we're actually.
I mean, I don't care. It's just like, yo, if you gonna stop and pop that, or rather than letting me or Pape dunk the ball, like you better make that shit.
Pape
That's
don't.
how I look at it.
Pape don't get more open than me though. He don't. He get open. Bro, cause look, we both
like Jahmar said, he can pop when Pape be cutting. you'll cut through to get to the other side. He's cutting to get the ball to dunk.
I know, but when I cut through to get to the other side, I still get open though.
Okay, you're getting open, but like Jahmar said, like he has more ability to score. Okay, he can dunk the ball. Like you be saying, yo, I can't lay it up. So why would I pass you the ball cutting through the paint?
Okay, if I said I get open for the 3, and what is more valuable, a 3 or a 2? What would you rather take, a 3 or 2? And my shot not broke. I'm very efficient from the 3. Very efficient.
Name, I'm glad you're very confident in yourself. I'm just saying, like, all right. Let me keep finishing what I was saying though. Whoever you go into an NBA game and Jason Tatum is the leading scorer for the Celtics, you think that he are worried about Peyton Pritchard, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams?
I ain't them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Jaylen Brown might be more of a two-way player than Jason Tatum, but their main focus is stopping Tatum. Why? Because he scores the most.
Because he has the most opportunities to score. Y'all can. I mean, like I said, I give Papa the ball too. He's the person I pass to the most. Also,
I mean, I don't really understand. Like,
he's putting himself in position to score like that because since he can cut, like that's 2 points, and he can also take the 3 if they guard the cut. For you, if they just sit and guard the 3, you're not scoring like that.
They don't. But they don't do that to me.
We miss both. We miss both Pape and you. That's just how people are. They're humans. But like because he has both options to score, that's why he scores more.
Like the game he went, I think 18 for 18. He only took 1 3. He took 1 3.
Okay.
And most of them shits was either dunks or mid range because he'd be cutting. Like, bro, I've said it plenty of times. I know Pape is always gonna be cutting to the basket. I know for a fact he's gonna be cutting to the basket. Like, when I have the ball at the top of the key, if I'm not getting it to shoot, I'm literally looking for a square because I know he's about to cut. And that nigga knows, like, I be seeing, I'm sure he knows, like, this nigga will pass me the rock when I'm cutting.
Mm-hmm. I just think that if y'all had looked for me as much as Pape too, I would be having the same points. Because I don't have a layup, I don't have a dunk, but my mid-range game, and I'm not just catch and shoot. I'll hit a nigga with a quick jab and get to the mid-range too. Like, that's still part of my game.
Last night, I actually passed you a way more than Delvin. Like, me passing, like, I would pass to you because, like, you said, like, you be getting quiet when you don't get the rock.
No, I just didn't turn on my mic last night.
I mean, that's last night, yeah. That's why I asked, was you here? But, like, when I don't feel like you getting jealous of other people scoring, but it's like you said, you're not getting the opportunity to score. Like, bro, I can score too. But, like, I'm going to say Berg has, once he went from that 91 to 92, and I don't know, whatever jump shot you gave Jahmar, I don't know if he got it all, but he went to looking, creating his, bro, he been hitting. I ain't never seen him score 20 points back-to-back games. He had his first 30 ball in July of 2K 2022. Yeah. The game came out September. Berg is Yerg.
Right.
He just had his first 30 ball, like, I think on Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I ain't never seen you act like this.
Oh, I was there for that.
Yeah,
I was there for
bro.
that.
Like, that was his. He was like, yo, I think this is my first one. I'm like, I think so too, because me and him always play together for real. And like when he plays by himself, he'll play with his second build, like, because he thinks he be saying he should have made his first player as that. But like Berg has made a sharpshooter in 2K 2022, 2K 20, and 20 and 19. Because we didn't play 21. And a lot of people on our teams would be like, yo, how are you a sharpshooter who can't shoot? And like, I wouldn't be agreeing with them because that's one of my main mans. And I'll just be wondering, like, no bullshit, though. Like, you're literally a pure sharpshooter. That's it. But you be missing.
Doing your job.
No.
Like I just said, you got to do your job.
Yeah, you do. But, like, no gas, like, that 92, whatever. Maybe it's a big jump in 2K, but that he became a 92 and he been hitting, like, having good games. Like, proud of my boy. If you watching this, I'm proud of you.
That's right, but next year I'm gonna go back to being a scorer again. So how I already told Jahmar, like, I'm just had to get back in my bag because niggas got me confused with somebody else. Like, I'm not him. So, but nah, I remember, and also Sekayi said he a better big man than me. I'm like, nah, he really not though. The only thing he does better is that he can stretch the floor. I have a big man build. Like I play on that when I'm not playing with y'all. I only go on my sharp when I'm going to the rec with y'all. But like Sekayi, he be jumping all the time. Like he like
I
on
have
defense.
Pogo Stick Hall of Fame.
That-
Why would
bro,
I
that-
not use it?
Okay, bro, you don't have to jump though. You know you can keep your hands up, right?
And I did. I put my hands up last night and got 2 steals.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, and like all your triple doubles, like you'll probably get your assists, but as in rebounds and
Next
versus
year,
me?
next year we can play against each
we
other,
can play
bro.
right now. I have a big man build who's
I
a
don't
90
play
plus.
the park, so how are we gonna play each other? I don't play park. I don't like playing games to a set score. To me, that's whack.
You couldn't do that one time.
Well, who like
You was
we're-
gonna do it the other day.
Yeah, exactly. We
When
was actually gonna do it.
It was 6 of us on.
yeah. So that's what I was about to ask. Who's gonna like? Who are you gonna play with? Who am I gonna play with? Like, we just gonna step on the court together at random courts and have 2 people join us?
What do you mean? We were in the Gatorade facility.
I know, but that shit. Your game was like had to
Jahmar, we
transfer.
couldn't play because
Yeah.
Jahmar.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Are those
3v3,
games,
right?
those Gatorade shits are to 21.
I ain't never played.
I've never played. I don't know. I didn't even know you could do that in 2K.
And what the Gatorade facility course?
Go upstairs in the gym.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think
21.
I think they're 21 now.
Oh, I mean, if we play like a series of like best 4 out of 7, I would do that.
Oh, okay. Yo,
I'm not
and-
just doing one straight to
Oh
me.
no,
that's-
I'm just saying like you couldn't do just one though. That I'm saying like
I mean,
was saying,
yeah,
like,
I'll do it. Like, we can do that
Yes,
shit.
sir.
Okay, word.
Yes,
and
sir.
I was
Set
like,
it up.
and I can
Set
bring
it
my, I
up.
can go on my build. Yo, and you know he was saying that if he had his 5, he could beat R5 and Pro Am.
Ooh, I don't know about
That's
that.
bro. That's
Hold
what
up,
I'm
hold
saying.
up, hold
about
up.
that.
Who's y'all big man? Because there's no big that can stop me. The same way you confident with you the best in 2K, you know, there's no big. I've never came across a big that I know personally that's better than me. Because I had a 6'6" guard in 2K20, point guard, and I was dunking on our big man Arthur, and I was the only one who was doing that. And he's like, "Yo, how is Cag dunking on me? How is he dunking on me?" I'm like, "Because you're trash." I was like, "Arthur, if I made a big man, I would shit on you." I got him to an 88 playing like 20 games of my career. I had 2 badge upgrades, both bronze. Came to the park, bust his ass. Arthur Pinkney really bust your ass.
Damn.
And he didn't play with us no more for real. Yeah, that game is whack. No, your player's whack, bro. Your player was
This
whack.
game is whack. Nah.
Nah, be telling you, it's
And
not the
since
game, it's you.
then, I've
Yeah,
made
facts.
I bought my player from 2K20 to 22, and Naeem told me like, "Yo, before you put the VC into your mans like that you got, look at him as a power forward because you might have more badges." Cause I used to make a center, but now I have a power forward because like I had better, I want to say shooting and playmaking. Like I didn't get break starter as a center, but I have it as a power forward. So that's why I went with power forward. And I was like, now I see what you mean.
Saying, cause my build is actually a small forward, but I play shooting guard.
And
Oh, I
badges
thought you
are
were about
like,
to say, yeah, big man. I'm like, that nigga's a small forward.
No.
I'm gonna say, damn.
and badges are like boosts or like perks, extra
Yeah,
traits
it's
to
like
help
perks.
you do
The
whatever
badge is
you
like a
wanna-
perk, I would say.
You want to do?
Yeah. Are your 5 though? Like, oh, you said who would be our 5? Our big
Like,
man.
who would be your
if,
fifth?
If Chris still played,
It'll be commas, yeah.
yeah, bro. He's
That
he's a
nigga
role. He's
is
a
trash.
No, you didn't play, but he's he's a decent role
Bro, I
player. Like,
played with him in
No.
22.
bro, he had all right. He bought VC. It was the 85 overall. No badges. Came on, lagged out, and was gone. That's the only time Sekayi played with him in 22.
He was garbage.
Plus, you having a good offensive game is not going to compete with Pape having a good offensive game.
What do you mean?
So, like, you would be the main scorer on your 5.
No.
Who?
I don't care who it was, but we
Who?
played it. We
that
put,
lockup defense? Oh, you ain't
wait,
know.
wait,
You
wait,
ain't
wait,
know.
wait. What
You
you
ain't
talking
know.
about?
Bro.
He never went against our zone, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you played in it, but you never. Like we don't understand how efficient we were running our zone defense.
I'm talking,
Yeah.
remember, yo, the dudes who I used to run with, I could bring them forward. We would beat y'all. I promise y'all.
No way.
No,
Just how you was talking about how Pape the best. You ain't even see him get hella steals, hella charge. That's clamping on one side.
bro. It was ridiculous, bro.
Yes.
What he was doing, bro. He was getting telecharges. He was getting like 5-6 steals a game
Y'all
just
talking
because
about
of the zone.
2019, 18?
No,
Both.
2019.
Not
But-
this year though.
We
Because
don't
we
have a
ain't got the
team.
5. That's the only difference.
But
we
if
was
he
harassing guards.
put, bro, yes, if he put back in our zone, the same shit gonna happen, bro.
Well, tell Comments get his player to a 90, put some badges on him, and he could come meet me in the pro-am. Comments.
Y'all shit would have got locked up, bro. Especially
Yeah.
strong side,
Yeah,
Jahmar.
yeah,
They was in
yeah.
there.
It would've
She
been
was
rap.
getting locked
It
up.
would've been rap.
Bro, there's like it's ass because like my main point guard OJ, I'm trying to get him to get a P5, bro. Like he's coaching right now, so, but like like I guess it's not a priority, but he says he misses it, bro, because like that's my main guard for real. I'm not taking away from y'all too, because like y'all boys, like, but my boys, like because if I had 3, it would have been me, OJ Berg versus you, Naeem, and Pape, I'm guessing, or Chris, whoever, like who y'all's a consistent third, but like he don't got a P5, and I don't really think he's getting one anytime soon. So like I don't have a consistent 5. Like, you just have a consistent 5, and like that's why I got off 2K for a while, because I had nobody to run with. Randoms be like, I used to rage on the game. Like, I used to be wilding, yelling, but
You
like,
still do.
I mean, I do, but like not as much, bro. Like sometimes I just be like, you know what, we get cooked, I'm gonna get mines. I'm gonna get my 16 and 15 and a couple assists and get up out of here. We took the L, but as long as I got that A+ and keep my shit gold, I'm good.
How'd you get your PS5?
My boy Carp, he has a GameStop account, and he was just like getting them shits. Like, he was like asking, and he was like, yo, you trying to get a P5? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I can get you one, just send it to your house. I'm like, bet. I'm like, I had the bread. I was like, yo, Carp, no gas though. Like, I'm not giving you the money until I get that tracking number.
Word.
And so, but like I knew, like, but he bought it with his own money, so he was trying to get me the tracking number as fast as he could, because now he down, because it came in bundles. I didn't get mine just straight, like, with a system. Like, it came with 2K, it came with a $50 GameStop card, it came with Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh, that was bread,
it came with a controller, and it came with a free year of PlayStation Plus. So like I did all the math of what everything was, and it was about that. Like, they added like $20 more to it, but like, yeah, he gave it to me, sent it to me. He got like 4 people of them shits. Damn. Yeah, and then my boy Wade out in Cali asked me like, yo, he's like, you think I can get 2 right now? I'm like, if you don't know someone specifically who wants to buy it from you, don't get it, because people is not trying to pay bundle prices. And like, that's what I was trying to tell OJ. He was like, yo, I'm not trying to pay $750 for a system. I'm like, then get a bundle, bro. Like, you get a bundle, you get mad stuff. Don't just buy the system for the resale price. Like, you're gonna have no game. So, and now the PS5 games are $10 more. Like,
taxing.
Right. It's crazy, but I mean, I got the game sharing from y'all, so I be game sharing with Berg, so it's not bad.
I've been game sharing since like high school.
I didn't even know. I mean, I thought about started. I mean, because Carp tried to tell me you could game share with 2 people. That's why I was asking you about it.
It hasn't been that way since PS3.
Yeah, so
it was infinite.
Because like our youngest, me and Naeem's youngest brother, like, he don't got a job, he got football, but like I be wanting him to play the games, but at the same time he be still asking for them, so he be getting them. But it's just like, when you get games at Christmas, you late. Like COD, 2K, Madden, like, you late.
Come to Christmas too. That's what they call it. Christmas is coming again.
Like, you late, so like I be wanting to try to keep him up to date as best as I can, but like, you know, something like that.
Is the PS5 still sold out? Like, is it still a struggle to get?
I have
no lie. Like my boy OJ, I be asking him like, yo, you trying to, like, because he only game he can play right now is Warzone. Damn. Like, and it's like, I don't be trying to play that. Like, I don't be trying to play Warzone. Like, I play COD, but I don't like trying to play Warzone. And I'm just like, not really, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, you getting a P5? He's like, bro, it's still taxing.
Speaking of COD, bro, like, when we getting this 4v4, like,
look, so like I said, I used to be raging. I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I asked my boy, we set it up. We had it. We had set up, and we had the time 10:30, like y'all know. And he just said at 9:10. I remember he texted in the chat like, y'all said 10:30, so it's like 10:28. I text him like, yo, like, I don't see you on here. Never answered. So like, I called him 12 times, bro, on FaceTime. He just never answered.
Going ghost.
And the next morning he wants to send me a snap. Like, that was just some BS. Like, you could have easily just hit the text back like, yo, I can't deal with that right now, I'm doing this. Just that simple. I'd have been like, yo, we don't have a 4th. But here I am holding y'all up, and I'm just like, yo, fuck it, bro. We don't have a 4th. But I do have a 4th now. I have a 4th now. I said, I told my boy Berg, I'm like, yo, I'm not hitting him up for nothing ever again. Like, nothing. I'm not asking him for nothing, because he be lying. And he like about little stuff, like shit that don't matter for real. So I just said, we have a 4th. If y'all want to do it, I have 4 people that could play.
Well, I know Jahmar.
But I know Jahmar said he can't play tonight. So whenever that gets situated,
Josh always ready. He's the one that's always asking the group chat. I'm like, I'll ask. I'll ask. I mean, like, I'm trying to get Raquan. Everybody.
Also, if y'all ready, like, why couldn't we just play 6? And like, we don't have like, why couldn't we just play 6 of us? No, not even that. But like us, some of my people, some of your people go into a regular match.
I thought they turned it down to like 5v5.
No, like I'm saying, like we all like you can have 6 people on the team and search online.
Oh,
so like why couldn't like me, Berg, Jeff, you, Josh, and just pick up a random like?
I told them to download COD again specifically. We was doing this 4v4 shit. I mean, because they don't play COD, they play mostly Apex anyway. And then y'all be playing Search and Destroy. Like we more of a domination hardcore type people though.
I mean, we can mix it up. Like sometimes I get bored of Search. Like if we getting clapped in Search back to back games, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go play something else. But like, cause we don't ever play other stuff. Like sometimes that shit be giving me headaches though. It be hella shit going on. Like
I told you games, bro. I said it's not
like,
COD,
boom, boom, like
it's not COD, but like there's certain zombie games where like it just like I don't know. I guess it's the motion blur they might be, but they be giving me headaches when I play
I took
games.
motion blur and weapon blur off on COD.
Me too, but I don't know if it's those games might have like just built-in motion blurs, but that shit just make me like get. I've told you, my was playing Dead Island, like this shit give me a headache, bro. I gotta get off this shit.
What?
Dead Island. It's a
I don't
zombie
know
game.
that.
It's a zombie game.
Yeah, nah, that what is it, Hardpoint? That should be giving me a headache because like I be trying to be in there and it'd be hella flashes and stuns and grenades and then like, bro, that should be too much. Like that should be too much. And I don't even be mad about dying. It's just like, boom, like as soon as you get back, boom,
screen just white.
Yeah, bro, like that should be. That should just be too much.
There's a
bro.
perk for that. They got battle hardened and something.
That shit do not work for stuns.
Now there's something that said that there's something.
I think they do have a
battle hardened. Battle hardened is for like if you run past a claymore or a bouncing Betty, it'll just like hurt you and then you stem up. But I don't use stems.
Now I seen cause I was looking at the perk. Me and Josh were like just like running perks, so we were playing boss. There was something in there about it. But I don't know the perk name now. But football season coming up.
Yes, sir.
Fantasy season coming up, and
I'm sure the Giants will do better than the Saints this year.
Anywho,
saw he couldn't answer that, right,
bro?
He tried to switch topics.
That's bullshit, bro. Like, come on, bro. You don't believe that yourself. But Daniel Jones as your quarterback, like, come on.
You have Jameis Winston as your quarterback,
Heisman Trophy winner.
Y'all used
you
to
talking about college? You talking about college? You talking about college?
Heisman Trophy winner. He's still to this day. To this day, he's still that guy, bro. You saw we was 5-0 last year.
He threw 30 picks and 30 touchdowns.
On what team?
In one season.
On what team?
In what league?
On what team?
What league?
See, look, but you don't understand the difference. So,
you talking about the team that just won the Super Bowl?
They just won it
a couple years ago.
Okay, then. Thank you. So
he on a championship team.
So okay, once he got behind Drew Brees for that one season and he came back to start, he was doing good. He
made Drew retire.
Who?
Jameis.
What? Drew is old, bro. Drew can't throw the ball down. He couldn't throw the ball downfield, bro.
What was it, like 30 yards? He couldn't throw past 30 yards
I have
or
no
something?
idea. It was bad, but he was so accurate. He just couldn't throw the ball downfield like that. But Jameis was had like 6. He was 16-5 last season in 5 games, and then didn't get he got hurt. He tore his ACL. Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Yeah,
remember from the tackle from Devin White? Yeah, tore his ACL, and he was 5-1, and then we had
Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian at quarterback, and like most of our line was hurt, our D line got hurt, and we was a half a game out of the playoffs, bro. What I saw someone say it today. They were like they had like fucking plumbers as their starting line. I mean, Taysom Hill was doing work in fantasy though.
He has a flex option, not as a quarterback.
I mean, they had to change that because people were like playing him as a quarterback.
I lost to Jahmar 1 week like that. I was sick as hell, bro. And they switched him.
Nah, he was a fantasy guy for like 2 weeks, I think it was, and then the third week they was like, we gotta make him only flex.
No, only quarterback.
Only quarterback, yeah.
They had him as flex, and I lost to Jahmar that week, and then week after.
A lot of people be playing, like, so you know how in my league I have quarterback, 2 running backs,
3 wide receivers,
3 wide receivers, and a flex. There's this other position that they have super flex. You can add in like any position there, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because then there's gonna be no quarterbacks to pick from.
Yeah,
like people going because you already got one quarterback on your bench. Then you have another one in super flex. That's just too much.
Some people run like a 2 quarterback league.
Yeah, some people do that, but then you can't have any on your bench. Well, I mean,
really?
that's what some people do. Like, I mean, some people let you. I don't know.
Your
But like,
first season, you had like 6 quarterbacks on your team or kickers. Which one was it?
No.
You had hella quarterbacks.
I had
on
3
your team.
quarterbacks.
No,
And I was trying to trade. I was trying to trade him because, and I think I did too. I think I traded him too.
wait, are you in his league?
No.
Yo, so he not in my league. Tell him why you're not. I invited him to the group chat, and because we talked about it before.
But I
tell
know
him why-
some people say they're like, I'm in too many right now.
No, Jahmar's in. He not even officially in any. But tell him why you're not doing my league this year.
Listen, so I had my league. My league been running. This is going to be our 8th year. 8 years.
You the commish?
I gave it up. I gave it up. It's
Remember
causing too much
I told you
stress.
what happened with the league?
Oh, with Lopez and all them.
Yes.
Yes.
That was your league.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically, let's go back. Oh, I'm gonna take you all the way back to high school. We start the league. One dude, Esai, he got trade
I know
rate.
Esai.
Yeah, he got trade rate bad. He gave up.
Well, bro, so whoever did that is foul because he moved here from Puerto Rico. He ain't know nothing about football.
hey, when there's money on the line,
Yeah, I feel
nobody
you.
care about that. They just
But
think
people
about
was
that
probably
chicken.
mad as hell.
Hell yeah. So after that, everybody just started vetoing, right? Then whom I make a trade a few years later. This is probably like year 3 or 4. I make a trade with Fajardo.
Am I in it this year?
Yeah, you're in the
Okay.
league now. I made a trade with Fajardo. My team was ass. Like I had the best running back, but everybody else was ass. Like it was like I think it was. I don't want to say Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. I had a good ass running back. Whoever the number 1 running back
I
was.
think it was like wasn't it like James White or Tony Michelle or some shit like that?
No, I had like the number 1 running back that
Oh.
year.
No.
And I traded him for 4 solid players, right? I traded him to Fardo. I was getting like 2 top 15 wide receivers, top 5 tight end, and I want to say a top 10 running back, right? Get them on my team. It gets vetoed. All 8. There's 10 motherfuckers in the league. 8 motherfuckers vetoed that shit. So I'm like, damn, it's a good trade. Like I needed to. They vetoed it because Brian already had a good team. He already had his whole roster was just top fives, and I was just giving him the best running back. So like that would have sealed the deal. Turns out trade would have worked in my favor. I would have made the playoffs, and the guy I traded him started to fall off anyways. But that's a different story. So that was the first veto.
I think a lot of people veto trades because they didn't think of the idea first.
Yeah.
Well, no.
That's why I be thinking vetoes get shut down. But I mean, that's why I think vetoes get pushed. Like, damn, that's good. I didn't think of something. I could have gave that for that, and it's like veto that shit.
Mm-hmm. So that was the beginning, though. That was the first veto that happened, and
So that was senior year at this time.
No, I want to say a year or 2 out of college, maybe. I don't
Okay.
even know the timelines for real, like dates, but it was recent though. I'll say 3-4 years ago. But anyways, that was the first trade that got vetoed. Brian was pissed because everybody was mad, and he was like, "I was gonna get Lopez running back." So, anyways, he gets past that. Now Pez makes a trade. It was a dumbass trade, and he texts everyone saying, "Veto my trade."
individually.
I remember Naeem was telling me about that, like
Yeah.
probably a couple years ago.
Now Brian is pissed, and Naeem.
Brian don't know though.
Yeah,
that
Brian
Pez
don't know
did
that.
that.
Pez texted everybody. So Naeem and
Because
Commas,
niggas gassed his trade up in the group chat. Was like, yo, that was
a
to
dumbass
Pez.
trade.
Yeah, it was dumb for Pez.
Mhm.
Everybody gassed it up in the chat.
So Pez tried to offer something that was dumb.
No,
Yeah.
they offered. He traded it. It was.
Yeah.
went
Oh, he
through.
was trading something bad, and niggas was like, "That shit is trash."
Gassed
Yes.
him up in
So
the group
then
chat.
he was like, "Yo, like veto."
Yeah, he
Yes.
asked everybody
Okay.
to veto the trade.
Asked everyone to veto. And Brian is tweaking in the chat, and everybody is trolling him like Naeem, Commas. Everybody was trolling in the chat, but like Fajardo Fajardo focused on Naeem because Naeem was the main one
Mhm.
talking and shit, right? And that trade get vetoed. Pez doesn't say anything about him vetoing the trade, so Brian just thinks Naeem is the root of this problem. Then another trade goes through. It wasn't even good. It was like a solid trade, but like Pez wasn't benefiting from it. So that trade also gets vetoed. Now Brian is pissed. He's like, we need to make some rules and this, that, and the third about like the vetoing. Like, Naeem got a group, and
It was I never had no group
because
like
everybody is trolling.
Nah,
Right.
I actually heard about that group. It was like It was like they said like the 3 poppies because they was talking about shit outside the chat.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's a different.
That's
different
that's
year.
next year. That's
Yeah,
next
so
year.
for that.
That's next year. So, so I made a rule like, all right, we're gonna
Mid-season.
investigate. We're gonna investigate because people are willing to quit at this point.
No, Brian was willing to quit. He was the only one. Y'all had to talk to Brian.
Yeah.
Like,
So Brian's willing to quit, and he's saying that there's a group, and that was the birth of it. And I made a rule like we got to see who's vetoing and why. Right? Turns out I asked people, and it was lying. So they'll tell me they didn't veto, but actually they did veto.
You can see that though, right?
No, you can't see who vetoed.
Oh,
You can see
it just
how many
shows the
people-
votes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end of the season, he's mad that I made the rule mid-season about
I don't like
checking
I don't
in.
like rule changes mid-season.
Yeah, that
That's-
shit is kind of butt.
yeah, but
But you trying to keep
I'm trying to
everybody
keep the game
like-
league going.
like-
I understand
good.
that, but I
Mhm.
just don't like rule changes shit like that. It's like I would just let it rock. But go ahead.
because that I mean, not to cut you out, but that
Yeah.
shit goes back to what y'all said last week about that nigga who just was like, "Oh, you're booted because you."
Oh, with the Twitch guy.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but that shit wasn't said initially, so it's like,
Mhm.
I feel you, but I would keep going. My bad.
So I was like, if you can prove that like you're vetoing just to do it out of pity, out of
spite.
pettiness, despite then like I'll force the trade through. That's why I said like mid-season. He's mad I made a rule mid-season, and then
I wasn't saying I was gonna lead though.
Yeah, he didn't say he was gonna leave. Fajardo was like, I should force our trade through, and that I'm being bitched by his group, his quote unquote group.
It was just me
right?
and Chris at the time because Emma wasn't even in the league yet.
Pape was there though, and he was saying
Oh, he
that
wasn't?
Pape.
Okay. Was he?
I think Kamas was in the league.
It was just me and Thomas that said. I don't think Poppy was there yet.
Okay, so
He might have been a year.
Yo, it's
after.
actually funny because like the drama that be going on in leagues,
yeah,
it be drama be going on in the real actual seasons.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Mhm.
Like this shit is funny as hell. I'm just listening. Like like niggas was like mad. I had to.
So I make a vote at the end of the season. I make a vote. I ask every single person in the league what they want to do the veto to. Mind you, there's 10 people. I said it could be 4, 5, 6, or like 7. Niggas voted for 4.
Yes,
as
like,
it was. As that's how many people are in this quote unquote group, right? Then next season, I think Brian tries to make another trade that got vetoed again.
This is another trade with Pez.
Yeah,
With like I think Derrick Henry's involved.
yeah, he traded Derrick Henry for TJ Hawkinson, or however we say his name.
Todd Gurley was in it. It was a
Todd
tear.
Gurley. Todd Gurley was like, he was a top running back, but only because he was scoring hella touchdowns. Like he wasn't getting no yards. And
It was so
a
bad.
And everybody, all 8 again, said they vetoed it. At that point, Brian was like, I'm done, and he quit because everybody's getting vetoed. Then Pat's trying to make a trade with Chris, and they got set because motherfuckers talking shit, and they said I'm being bitch because they voted the same. Some of them, not Brian. I don't think Brian was one.
They
but
kept blaming like they said my group that was
Yes.
doing it, but like I wasn't. It was because Emmett was in it this year, but like
Yeah.
I wasn't like they had their own group chat, like but like they
Yeah.
just talked to each other, but it wasn't. I had nothing to do with that shit though. Like they kept saying my group, I'm like bro, that's not me.
Yes.
I'm about to start saying like, I feel like, when niggas start complaining, I'm like, yo, are you the commissioner of a group? Oh, okay. Okay.
And the only reason why it was like they started saying group was because remember what Poppy and Chris did that one year when they traded tight ends for 1 week for a rental. It was crazy.
But you even called it out. I think you
I
were
was
the
when
one
I
who
called it
pointed
out. I'm like, yo, did y'all just swap tight ends for 1 week to give
Yeah.
each other
Like that's some bullshit.
I called that shit out, and that was for Poppy and Chris, and they both one of their players got suspended for each week. It was like
that's-
Lamar Jackson
yeah.
and someone else.
That's really some bullshit though.
Yes, I called
Like,
that shit
bro,
out.
like how the hell are you trying to compete against somebody week to week, but you in here helping somebody else?
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Like y'all shit. Wow. Like see the drama in my shit
Yeah.
is, and I don't like it because like this year I'm like about to say something because I think this is gonna be our 4th season, but most of the same people. We kind of like switched up some rules and like the prizes, but the nigga who loses the toilet bowl
Yeah.
has never done the consequence. That's the only drama in our league.
I wish.
All that trading and
Bro, veto. The
That
same
shit-
motherfuckers that was mad they were getting vetoed voted for 4 vetoes. That's what made me mad.
And so continue on with the story about how when they got to our trade though.
Okay, yeah, me and Naeem made a trade, and I don't know how it happened, but if you go back last year, I said if you can prove that there was a group like y'all texting on the side to veto a trade, then I'll force the trade through. And I don't know how we got it, but we got screenshots.
Pez sent it.
We got screenshots of Pez.
I think
telling
Naeem
people to
showed me
veto.
that shit.
Yeah.
Outside of the chat.
Yes, their own group. They was like, "Yo, I'm about to veto that shit." Like, yeah, veto that
I
shit.
remember you showing me that shit.
Pez literally sent in the chat. I'm like, you realize you just sent your own evidence on like y'all doing this shit?
Yeah.
Nah,
so
Pez
he sent
getting
that.
caught up a lot. Like, he got caught up with that text. He got caught up with the Dead by Daylight shit with y'all.
Oh yeah.
That shit is funny as hell to me. Like, I don't play the game, but like, you was like, yo, you realize you gave that shit to the wrong nigga. Like,
Back for Blood. That's what it was. Back for Blood.
That shit was funny as hell, bro.
So Jahmar forced that trade through because it went against the rules, like what it could do, and so without that, like
then after that they tried to back out like for good, right?
But the league went to shit right there, yo. And so
niggas be ungrateful,
and everybody was mad. Even though I made the rule, everybody in the league was like, "Oh, but you shouldn't have forced it through." Like even though they vetoed it, I was like, "That was literally the rule." And then that's where everybody started dropping like flies. I was like, yo, y'all stressing me out and I ain't beef for this. Like, I ain't even collect y'all bread yet. Like, fuck this. Like, I'm
bro,
done.
I was the only one that paid, I think. I was like only one of the few people that paid.
Yeah.
That's actually, this is going on mid-season. Like, niggas is, that's why all this shit was going down because it wasn't no money being lost for real.
Not even. It was just too many sneaky shit. People vetoing on the low, people texting people lying about vetoing, swapping. It was like, yo, how can I come up with all these things? Like, I can't foresee someone trading tight ends.
Right.
With bread on the line. I can't foresee people telling me they going veto and then they say they like the trade and then go and text another chat, oh yeah, that's a bad trade. Or, you know what I mean? I can't expect all of this. So I was like, I'm done, man. Y'all stressing me out. And this shit, like, we all grown.
Right.
And so look at it. After that, Rohan became the commissioner, and then he was asking like, "Yo, can I just send the trade back?" But I didn't want to. But I just ended up doing it anyway.
I remember. Yo, I actually vividly remember you talking to me about this whole shit.
Yeah, we was at like ShopRite, bro. I was coming from work. We went to ShopRite right after.
But like, I remember when you said Rohan wasn't in. Rohan sent some long ass message or something like that. Yeah. So, I remember this a little bit.
I sent the trade back. He said, "Just send the trade again." He changed it. He changed the veto to like 6 or 7. He said, "If it goes through, it'll stand." And so me and Jahmar traded again. It stood like there was not enough vetoes. It wasn't even like close enough vetoes. And then Brian got mad because the trade went through. He was like, and then Rohan was like, "Yo," he's like, "There's nothing I could do about it." He's like, "The trade went through. Not enough people voted. So like,
right."
He's like, if you're mad,
like I don't understand. Like, bro, from Fajardo's like perspective, like point of view, like y'all two are competing against one another as well.
Yeah.
Like maybe if they wasn't trying to help each other out, he wouldn't be thinking everybody else is trying to help each other out.
And our trade we sent wasn't bad. I was getting like Deshaun Watson. I was getting back Zeke, who wasn't actually doing it because Dak was gone. And I was getting like back something. It was actually a good trade, like actually solid. But they were just mad because Zeke was involved.
Yo,
no, they were mad that I forced it through, and I didn't force. Like Fajardo was mad that I forced it through, that I didn't force me and Fajardo's trade.
They were vetoing out of spite. I'm sorry, that's what to say.
And then they just mad that it went through.
Like I said, I'm glad, and I hope like even Naeem's league this year, like it would be a lot of like banter and shit, but it's never drama.
But yeah, tell me why you not joining though.
Because Naeem has his own league, and Fajardo and Lopez and Chris has their own league. I'm not joining neither of y'all because y'all called me so much hell.
I called you hell. Pez is crazy. Pez is in my league though.
Instigating. Yeah, Pez joined his league and did the same thing with the veto.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. Well, Uncle Bruce,
he joined. What happened with Pez?
You remember last year? So Pez vetoed his own trade because remember niggas was gassing up his chat because Uncle Bruce was getting like Cooper Cup, like Jahmar Chase. It was crazy.
Oh, bro,
and niggas gassed him
how that
up.
Nigga ended up winning.
No, Pez didn't win. Pez didn't
I'm
make
talking about Uncle Bruce.
Oh yeah,
that's how he.
But no, that trade never went through. Never went through.
Bro, his team was still stacked.
He was good, yeah.
Not stacked. He drafted that shit.
He drafted the team. There was like no trades after once he had passed, but yeah, Pez he vetoed his own trade once he got gassed up in the chat when like it was a crazy, bro. It was a crazy. Niggas was like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Niggas gashing,
Niggas
man.
be thinking this shit like Madden too much.
And
Like,
and he got
Be
gassed up.
names, like be off names. Like you got to see how that player is playing in their system on that team.
Yeah, and I literally asked Jahmar like, yo, what should I do? It's because I was because Uncle Bruce was like damn near about to trying to lead the league. He was like, but I wasn't giving him his money back though. But he was trying to get his money back. But he got calm and shit like that. He was like, whatever, and we just went on complaining about it. But I was like, because Pez didn't break the rules, because like it had something to do with the trade window. I didn't know the trade window extended like over the week, and that's what it had to do with it. And so it was only 2 days, but it extended over like the weekend.
Like
for the
it
game,
went
shit
past like something
That's
like
what
that, and the
Peacekin
person
does
was like, somebody was able to play another game or something. That's because with that COVID shit, games was on Tuesdays and shit. Like it messed it up.
Yeah, and so I didn't know that, and so but Pez didn't break any rule. There was no trade. There was no rule against vetoing your own trade. He didn't do anything. He just vetoed his own trade. But it was some whole shit. But it wasn't. He didn't break the rules. But this year the rules is like you can't veto your own trades. And if so, I'm also saying so if you veto any trade, you have to let me know that you're vetoing the trade. You don't have to tell me why. You just have to let me know so I know he can count who's vetoing the trade.
The talking about fantasy, like the best team I've won one time. We actually, me and Naeem ended up playing in the championship together.
Yeah.
And my boys thought it was cheating. I'm like, how, bro? Like my team was stacked that year. No, this is not even the year, but yeah, it was. I went 12-1 that year, right?
Yeah, bro. His team was crazy.
I
bro.
drafted my team. I didn't make not one. People was giving me trades every week, multiple times a week.
Damn.
Deshaun Watson was my quarterback. I had Alvin Kamara. I don't know who my second running back was, but my 3 receivers were Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, and Keenan Allen. Bro, I didn't make one trade. I think I dropped a couple people off the bench. And there was like 1 week Keenan only put up like 4, but I didn't lose, bro. I went 12-1 that year, bro.
Like my team was, I think I had like 2 or 3 losses that season. But like the week I played him in the championship,
that's when Alvin scored 6 touchdowns.
Bro, it wasn't even that. Stephon had dropped like 40 and Devontae Adams dropped like 40 that
had
week.
like 47.
I'm like, 1 week, not both weeks. 1 week. I'm like, I lost, bro. I'm like, I already lost.
And then Alvin had the 6 touchdown game.
Yeah,
and I was looking at, bro, because it was crazy. That was Christmas, right?
It was Christmas.
And so me in the living room at my grandma's house, and like Naeem is a Saints fan going for the Saints, but was like mad. Is like, yo. I'm like, yo, this nigga is shit, bro.
Like, it was crazy. It was nothing. Like, fuck, I lost, bro.
I mean, he made it to the chip though. Like, and then my boys like, bro, both brothers in the chip, like, seems fishy. I'm like, my nigga, like, y'all just was butt.
And I won. I don't know if it was the same league, but I won one of the leagues you had invited me to. I don't know if it was your Marist Boys or the same group.
You won my Marist Boys league.
Oh yeah, I won that league.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas, I don't know what they was doing. They was playing that shit like Madden, like getting people for names, like.
Yeah. That shit crazy.
They thought that was rigged too. Though. Yo, how your brother didn't even go here and won? I'm like, bro, I don't know.
I was better than them, but I was getting trades off. I'm like, oh, these niggas is booty. Because I was just compared it to our league. I'm like, oh, the niggas in our league. I'm like, they know not to do that shit. I'm like, yo, I'll pull anything off in this shit.
Oh, one last thing before we move on. I'm thinking both groups, Bahardo and Naeem, hate each other. They in both each other's league. Well, Lopez, it was in your league.
And then you're in their league?
He was in their league. So I'm like,
oh yeah, I was in it, and I won that league also. I know Brian was sick because I won that league.
But I'm like, if y'all can't play with each other in my league, how y'all gonna play with each other in each other's league?
Yeah, I know them rules was all over the place.
What in theirs? I don't know what their rules were. I just know I won that shit. I'm done.
I'm done venting.
Well, I'm saying, bro, and I'm doing like the whole like I'm thinking like videos like
I like that video.
Bro, it would be tough, bro.
Oh yeah, nah. Like my league, like I just be doing it like Naeem shit is like that shit is really like some show.
Yeah, I want to
like
make like
no gas. That shit like even like bro. Getting them power rankings, I used to like reading them shits.
Yeah,
and there was like a couple weeks.
I got it from Jahmar.
There were 2 weeks because we was at work, and I remember I came by. I'm like, yo, you gonna? He's like, yes, bro, I'm gonna make it. Like, I just that shit was cool to read. Like that shit was just cool to read, bro. Like,
I always got the chat talking too about it.
Yeah, you're like, what? You're bugging, and it just keeps everybody invested all season.
You only did it in the beginning of the season. That was
beginning, mid, and sometimes at the end.
Now that weekly shit is tough.
It was like kind of. I was working so much, and so like kind of like trying to get the power rankings in time. I was like,
Yeah,
like I had to stop before the end of the season. Yeah, but yeah, with the show, I'm doing that, and I was thinking about like getting. So I was thinking about a trophy at first, but like the trophy, of like people how you would get to keep it for the season, but like I don't trust people like that holding the trophy and they might damage it.
It's not. I was saying because I was telling him like some kids like from this kid at my school, Carver, who got me the PlayStation. Actually, he was telling me that one league or some of his friends' league he was in, like they get it. It's one trophy. It's like a flag trophy, as we want a flag, like something like that, some little joint, and it just says their league's fantasy winner, and then you keep it. For like you keep it until the next winter, but you have to bring it to them. So I was like, oh, I'm like, somebody could live far as hell. You can't mail it.
Damn,
you gotta bring it to them. I'm like, yeah, so like
that hurt,
right? Like at the same time, I'm trying to win this again. I ain't trying to travel to gain you a trophy. Like, I mean, it's cool though. You know, people get mad creative with fantasy leagues, bro. Like they get mad creative. And
so I was thinking instead of a trophy, I was thinking about like each year you get a ring. So like there's this website that does like fantasy trophies and rings like that, and it's not that expensive. Like if it was if I bought a ring, it'll only be like an extra
like you said it was like
$5-7 per person.
Oh,
because we
get
for the ring. Yeah, so I'm like that would be cool. Like so I'm like if you can get a ring and shit like that, bro. Like I'm trying to make the league for just entertaining, so like people like more active in the league and talk. Cause some people just don't talk in the league at all; they'll just play and shit like that. So I just wanted to be like a little bit more entertaining. That's why I'm like, yo, like you should join, yo, especially because I have this one show. Or like you would definitely be good for it, like just because like where it gets like everybody's opinions around the league and shit like that.
Like I don't know if like I know it's more rigorous because basketball plays like probably like 3-4 times a week, but I did a fantasy basketball just for free with like some of the people who were in my freshman year of college fantasy. Most of my boys back home and like some whoever they knew, but like yo, that shit was fun. Like it's more rigorous, but because like you got to keep your lineup up to date. But there's like some things like. You can like set your lineup. Like it's different with basketball. You could set your lineup and like keep it for the week. Like you can set your league like that, keep it for the week, so you don't have to be coming back. But like you have to keep in mind that person might only play 2 games that week, while some people on your bench could be playing like 4. Yeah. So like, but it's like I set mine so I was like, yo, do a daily. But some people just forget because we had no money in it. But it was just to see what it was like. I think it's fun. But I would say that basketball and hockey, like that shit is a lot. Football is cool because it's weekly. Like
weekly. I remember because Kenny was asking me at work. One of my old coworkers asked him like if I went to join the league. I'm like, I can't do what the basketball because it's like really you really gotta be paying attention
rigorous.
To that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I
couldn't
do that for like an 82 game season, bro. I'm like I can't.
And basketball, like be having a lot of games. Like I wouldn't say basketball is not popular, but it's just like nobody's watching like Utah and Portland.
Nobody's watching Utah.
Unless you live in Utah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But like nobody's watching. But if you were to have Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell like a couple years ago, because who knows if Donovan's gonna get traded? Like nobody's watching that.
I'm still not. I was never watching the Jazz anymore. I don't know. It's something about the Jazz I just can't watch.
Yeah, I mean it's just Jazz.
I'm definitely watching my OKC this year. I just like the young. I just want to see this.
Let's see them lose.
I mean, I know we're gonna lose, but like we're young now.
I like the Lakers.
I just like LeBron. I just like LeBron. I don't have a team. I don't have a team, but like, I be rooting for the Lakers, but I don't have a team. Ever since the New Jersey Nets left, I have not had a team.
Really? Why you even follow?
Because they're not in Jersey.
You're Brooklyn. Yeah, it's not the same. It's
like
one shit.
Like, and they went black and white. Like that shit is mad.
And they already had the Spurs, bro. Like
you was just saying how like dudes always got like neutral colors, like black and white.
Talking about furniture.
I'm talking
furniture.
Right.
He's talking about furniture, bro.
Like nah. Like I mean. Like being from Morristown, like yeah, like I always thought maroon and white was cool.
Yeah.
But like you become so accustomed to seeing it, it's just like once you see another team come, like damn, they shit look tough. Like our shit look boring. That's what I thought just growing up. Like playing basketball, like our away jerseys like was hella white with a little bit of maroon. We go in other places. Obviously, I mean our home jerseys, but it was like
they can make it look nice. They just
like they could like it was just like I don't know like the. It's a word I can't think of it. It's like minimalist. I think.
Yeah, you're talking about where it's very simple.
So like that. Whatever that's going on right now, like that shit is mad corny.
I mean, to be honest, it kind of grew on me. I used to like be like more like
creative. I mean, I'm not saying you're not creative, but I see what you're saying. Like, extravagant type
But
shit.
now there's like I don't know, there's a certain beauty to like the simplisticness of it. Where it's
Some
like,
things.
some things, yeah, I won't say everything, but there's like certain shit like where jerseys and shit like that, like not like the new jazz basketball jerseys.
Like that shit is
I'm
trash.
talking about like if you're talking about classics, I'm talking about classic simplistic, like
The Giants.
yes, the
Throwback?
Giants
That's a
throwbacks.
good- that's a good-
That's nice simplisticness, but like the jazz,
I would say
shit,
that shit is more like
there's not really a lot going on, but it's like
that shit is better than what we wear on a regular weekly
yes,
basis.
I love y'all throwbacks, especially y'all color rush.
Yeah,
shit.
because like that you have a number outline. Our regular shit, like I don't even know why they stopped wearing the red jerseys for real. I mean, they're not the best, but it like changes
something different.
Like we stay wearing this regular blue shit. That's why as a Giants fan, I've never wanted a Giants jersey because like it's hella whack. It's plain.
The old jerseys is better.
I would get a old Jordan and rock it, but like I always want to get a COD Rudolph jersey when he would prefer them, but I'm like it's hella plain.
Yeah, y'all jerseys. Same with the Saints. Like I don't really like ours that much either, yo. What
The
Saints?
gold?
Saints?
That shit is tough.
No, I mean the color scheme. I like the color scheme, but I feel like there could have been something
More?
better with it, yo. Like,
But you don't want to go too much.
No, I'm talking about like simple. I'm the Saints throwback. You are our color rush. You know that?
The color rush, yeah, I fuck with that.
I like those. I like those better than our regular away jerseys, and because when they have the stripes on the shoulder and shit like that, and the stripes on the pants, we don't have that for our regular. We have our gold pants have one gold stripe on it. We have a black pant and a white pant too, have no stripe on it.
Who got the worst jerseys in the NFL?
I think the Cardinals have ugly ones.
They're also aren't they like the second newest team though? Like them and the Texans don't really have like the Texans.
I don't like the
Texans.
Texans.
Texans all ugly too.
Well, they're the newest team in the league. Like you got to give them a little bit of time. They don't have a real throwback. They were created in like 2000,
like 2003 or some shit.
Yeah,
like
that's
early 2000s.
Yeah, but the Cardinals are like right before them though.
Nah, there was
Cardinals have not always been around.
No, not always around, but I don't think they were that. I don't think
they're the second newest team though. I'm thinking.
No,
I think
the Ravens.
The Ravens?
Yeah, the Ravens are a new team. I think they were in like the late 90s, like 97.
No,
the Ravens
used to be.
We can look it up right now.
They used to be in Indianapolis, I thought.
No. All right, so look it used to be the Baltimore Colts. They went to Indianapolis, and Baltimore didn't have a team, and the Baltimore Colts became a new team. Baltimore Ravens became a new team.
All right.
So it's like the Ravens, yeah.
You learn something new every day, fellas. You learn something new every day.
I'm not, because I feel like there's jerseys that are like the Ravens, the Cardinals, and the Texans are like they're very 2000s, like 2000ish.
I like the Ravens number style.
Yeah, I like the number style. I like the color scheme too, but I just like they're kind of just like very 2000ish. Like I feel like if they get like more with the present time, I'm not saying like jazz, like that shit, but it's something different, bro.
Like somebody like there's somebody like I'm a Giants fan. I don't like the Giants. I don't really care for their jerseys, home or away.
Boring too.
But like the 49ers are just like us, but for some reason that shit looks better.
Color scheme. It's a color scheme wise.
That goldish
gold on red. Y'all have blue on blue.
That's yeah. That should be looking better. I don't know. The Colts shit is butt. The Colts.
Yeah, I don't like jerseys. I don't like the Packers. I don't like the Bears. I don't like the Colts either. I think those are
one jerseys I do like. I like the Patriots, but I hate them. But I like their shit. I just hate them though.
Speaking of 49ers, the 49ers have a the white color rush.
They got
like
the stripes
outline. Those is tough.
Yeah, those are throwbacks.
Yeah, I know those. If they brought those back as regular jerseys,
I mean, you see a lot of teams now are doing this alternate helmet shit now.
Yeah, I don't like the Saints alternate helmet. Y'all saw
it's
it?
Black.
It's like it's a black helmet. It's black. It's not a shiny black. It's not matte. It's somewhere in between. I don't know what it's called though, but it's black. And then this is like I don't know what the Saints actual like symbol is called. Something the fleur or some shit like that.
I don't know what it's called, but
there's a bunch of them going down the middle.
Ew.
And bro, I saw that shit. I'm like, that's ugly, bro. I'm like, that is ugly.
One of the ugliest new Johns that came out is the Bears. That orange shit.
I'm like, that was ugly too.
I don't understand that.
The orange shit was ugly. I'm like, everybody don't need an alternate helmet or shit like that. The best alternate or throwback I seen so far was the Falcons with the red helmet.
Yeah, but they've kind of had that. That's a throwback.
Yeah, I said throwback.
I mean, alternate. They are alternate. Like, not every alternate has to be a brand new concept.
Yeah, there was
always the Chargers too.
Like when they go dark blue.
Nah, I just like that like light blue.
Oh, you're talking about this jersey? Yeah.
I like the Chargers.
Yeah, I used to like the Chargers because of LT, like LaDainian Tomlinson.
There's a lot of teams that got black helmets this season. The Cardinals are one.
The Jets.
Jets. There's another team.
There was a
Jets
third
got clean
team.
ones too.
There was a this shit's kind of plain to me.
What?
I like the
It just
black
says
Jets jersey.
Well, I like their jersey, but they got a new black helmet.
The black
Oh,
helmet.
I didn't see the helmet.
They gotta wear the black jersey. It probably look cool. There was
Yeah, they're
now,
gonna
there was
wear.
a
They said
third
they're running
team
blackout. I forgot the
It'll
other
be
team.
hot.
They're wearing them like kind of later.
The
like,
Bengals
I
are getting a
seen
white
that.
one.
Oh,
I know.
I seen that.
I know they're wearing. I know one of them days they're wearing it is on. They have a game on Halloween, so that's when one of the days they're wearing it. I forgot the third team that had the other black helmet, but I know. I can't think of it right now.
I'm about to look it up real quick. I forgot the team too, but it was a couple teams that were just getting alternate helmets.
Was it the Panthers?
Yeah, it's the Panthers. That's what it
Yeah.
was, and it's kind of like
black.
They got a black helmet. Yeah.
it's like somewhere. It's kind of like the Saints black helmet, or it might be a matte, but I don't know. But it's something like that too. There's
I like when the Buccaneers wear that white.
creamsicle?
Yeah, that shit
the
is
creamsicle ones
tough.
is tough. They're bringing it back this season, so that's actually
That shit is Brady gonna go wild in that. I don't even like son, but
The
he
Patriots
gonna,
bringing back their alternate too.
he gonna turn it up a little bit.
I don't care. I'm not buying no more current players' jersey on my teams. Every time I get a jersey, they leave.
But see, that's a crazy thing.
I mean, at
like
least
doing
you
that.
got throwbacks.
Yeah.
I like doing it. I like once they get traded or they leave, I grab the jersey.
Yeah.
They put on sale, and I like just having like throwback type shit like that.
But I'm saying I got 2 D'Angelo Russell jerseys. I got one, and then they sent
On
the
the
wrong
Lakers?
color. Yeah, when he was on the
They
Lakers.
sent the wrong shit.
They sent the wrong colors, so they sent me another one, and I
free?
didn't have to return it. Yeah, I didn't have to return it. I was like, "Where? This is lit." So I had 2. I'm like, "Where am I about to wear it to the game?" Boom, gone. I got a Landon Collins Giants jersey. Boom, gone.
I was tight when he left.
I got an Odell. Boom, gone. I said, "Yeah, I'm done."
Bro, you know I didn't even know Jabril Peppers was like he didn't get traded, but he just didn't resign.
Oh, really?
Bro, he on the Patriots.
Damn.
I seen that joint like somebody, one of my friends was a pastor and like posted up there like I guess media day shits. It was like new numbers, and I'm swiping through, and I'm like, "Oh, I had my boys like, yo, when did Jabril get to the Patriots?" He's like, he just didn't resign. I'm like, wow. I hope we good.
Yeah.
And you say you hoping that you're good. Think we going
Because I don't really know nobody. Like my boy OJ was trying to tell me, "You're not a Giants fan." I'm like, bro, like I'm not a fan of losing. Like I'm not gonna be, bro. The Giants was on a losing streak. Like I think a couple years ago, if not this past year, but like 2 years ago.
Y'all on a losing streak season.
I'm like,
wise.
I mean, I've seen 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime from my team.
Okay, I've seen one.
You've seen one.
Okay, what's so wrong about that? You won up on me. Okay, like
The
That's
Saints
what's
may
wrong.
you
never
also see more.
ever
You
get
also see
one
more
again.
losing season. That's cat, bro. We about to go, bro. You know how close we was to going back to we got cheated, bro.
Y'all get
How
cheated.
twice?
every-
And one was an NFC game, NFC Championship game, when there was a clear pass interference, defensive pass interference.
All right, but let me say this. The year y'all won, y'all got lucky.
What?
Yes.
Lucky?
Yes. For Tracy Porter to get that pick and then for y'all to recover the onside kick.
So that's lucky.
Yes.
Onside kick? Yeah.
Yo. So
Yeah.
Back then,
bro, we started the half with the onside because they weren't expecting it. That was game plan. That wasn't lucky.
but
That's
look-
game plan.
Okay, look, name. Oh, so okay, so from
game plan that.
from that onside kick out of half until last season, I want you to look up how many onside kicks have been recovered.
I know it's not a high percentage. I already know that.
That's not good ass
But
luck.
they game plan that though. It wasn't like a late game. Like it's usually you don't see onside kicks in like late in the game. Like
yeah,
fourth
when you
quarter,
need
like
the
that.
ball back.
But we did that shit at halftime, so it was like how many? Like, you had to look up the
That
percentage
shit
of
was a
halftime.
high risk, high reward situation. If y'all did not get that shit, it was gonna be bad for
And
y'all.
so and the interception is lucky too.
I mean, from Peyton Manning that year, yes, he did not throw a lot.
Okay, and you know who was on our defense? Our defense was locked that season. Our defense was locked that season.
Okay. What about? I forgot who it was when the dude who was it? I think it was the dude that Pez hate. What's his name? Eli Apple, I think
Apple.
it was. Who let up that touchdown?
Eli Apple was burnt toast, bro.
Yeah, nah,
But-
he's
He's
on
like,
the
that's why
Giants
y'all
too.
got rid of
yeah, I
him.
know, but
That's
you
why y'all got
saying-
rid of him.
Yo, but you saying that was lucky?
versus Eli Apple?
Yeah.
No.
Because y'all was like, oh, this is bullshit. Like, we should
Anything
won.
anything versus Eli Apple is that whoever receiver was on him is just better than him versus Eli Apple.
But
No, I want to say nothing against Eli Apple is lucky.
I'm saying the Saints just like a side character, to be honest, just to make the season interesting. Like, y'all do well, and then something gonna happen.
No.
Since it's so consistent, something gonna happen, and y'all not gonna win.
Some has been happening for y'all every year.
Injuries last year.
Since y'all won, that's what I'm saying. Y'all might, bro.
No,
All right, look.
This is like our first
In
couple years with good defense, bro. We used to have a bad defense like year after year.
In Louisiana, y'all are not the biggest team.
You
I would
talking about
probably
LSU?
say LSU is. LSU football is bigger than New Orleans Saints football.
I'm not an LSU, so I couldn't even say they are.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
but I can say
I'll
as
agree with
a
that.
that's what I'm
LSU.
saying. Like as a Giants fan, the biggest team around here is the Yankees. Like I'm talking about all kind of sports.
Yes,
like-
because they're winning. They play. I think if Giants were more winning, I think y'all would be bigger. But
I would say the Giants are
think so.
second. The second.
I mean,
Maybe
but they
if
win
not
more
us,
and
the
they're longer.
Rangers. If not us, the Rangers.
Because the Yankees win more, and they're that franchise. They're like that. Staple
Yeah,
franchise
they
in
have
baseball, too.
27
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But hold up. Speaking of, I'm sorry, LSU. You know, so he said he's gonna start watching college football this year. He said
Yeah.
LSU gonna be the team he rocking with.
Yeah.
That bro, that's the same way I was like, yo,
They
I'm
got
gonna
some
give you more
dogs.
time to choose an
Do
actual
hold
team,
on,
my boy.
do you know who your coach is though?
Bro, that's the
Man.
same thing. I'm like, bro.
Do you know who he is?
Nah, but I'm
Hey,
gonna
look-
learn.
Look him up and look at what he's done. First off, I can't respect Notre Dame because they're not in a conference. The basketball's in the Big East, but their football team, they're not in a conference, bro. Like you can't really respect that, and that's why they get cooked every time they've been to the
BCS championship.
yeah,
Were they ever
championship
good?
game.
yeah, they used to be good. Like they're
Oh,
up,
like
way
good,
back. I'm
way
talking about
back,
like, I'm talking about
1900s.
when Nebraska was good, they was good. I mean, they
Yeah,
always
I
have
don't
good
know nothing
players.
about college. So you saying these teams? I'm like, I don't know who's good. I know Alabama the top dog every year. I know Ohio State good. I know Clemson being there.
They fell off a little bit.
Georgia,
They
Is it
coming up.
Georgia?
They coming up.
they're
Yeah.
better in recent years.
Florida.
They
State
used to be good. Florida State
Miami?
fell off. Miami fell
Bad.
off. Florida is kind of on the rise a little bit. Like they haven't been nice since Tebow and Urban Meyer. But Urban Meyer was at Ohio State. He got them jumping.
All right. There's another team. Michigan.
I mean, they're always be because they're in the Big
Michigan?
Ten. They're a good program. They be iffy. They're not like I don't know. I couldn't say. I mean, like if you want to go storied best programs, like Notre Dame is one of the best storied programs because they used to be mad good. But like
Ohio State still sore.
Yeah.
They've been good over years.
Yeah.
Like they're only like one of the few teams that have been good like consistently throughout like each decade.
Like I used to be a real hard USC fan because I liked Reggie Bush,
He team hopped.
but I had a teammate from high school who went to Ohio State,
He used to
Noah
like Florida
Brown.
before too. He used to like USC, Florida, and now Ohio State. Exactly. Team
Why you
hopping,
make that face?
bandwagon, bro. He was bandwagoning it, bro.
No, I mean, not really. Like, I was liking my teams based off of because I
Who's
really
good?
was I really
Players?
wasn't watching college football back then. I was playing NCAA a lot, and I was playing with the good teams, and I was working with Reggie Bush. I used to play this. I used to do the same play, this halfback pass, act like he was passing, just take off going. Then Tebow, they had him, Percy Harvin,
Oh,
Hernandez.
I forgot about Percy.
Yeah, like, and I used to just do the speed option, trying to pitch it to I think his name is Jeff Demps. I would fake the pitch, hit a juke, and Tebow out. And then I started liking Ohio State once my teammate went there, and I was just like, yeah. Like then he had
I ain't never.
he
seen
had
that.
like 4 touchdowns in one game. I'm like, yo, I mean, how could you not rock with him?
Yeah.
I had a teammate, he played for them, man, and he won a chip with them too. So I was just rocking with him. Naeem always liked him though, but
How'd you pick that team?
he picked that team because when we was young, I used to always have to bring him with me. And so when I used to be friends with Camille and like their family they're from Ohio. So they would be watching after we would go to the high school games, we would rush back and her dad would put on Ohio State. And like Naeem used to just be probably in the gaze like, oh my god, like they lit in here watching this shit, and they're like, yeah, this my team, like, because they used to ask him like, name, how do you like them? I just like them. I'm like, I just like them.
I don't remember coming to pick. I just remember I liked them.
They had a black quarterback in Troy Smith, so I could give him that.
Troy Smith, oh yeah,
he started liking him when he had a black quarterback, so I'll give him that.
Man. We had so many good quarterbacks here. Troy Smith, Terrell Pryor, like it was. Oh man,
Braxton Miller,
JT Barrett, Dwayne
Cardell Jones,
bro. That run Cardell Jones had.
Nah, that shit was actually wild.
Crazy. He was a third string quarterback.
Dude, like Braxton got hurt that year. JT came in, he was playing good, got hurt.
Last game of the season.
And then
I think I remember something like
for the Big Ten championship, they won 59-0 against Wisconsin. Then they went and played. Was it Bama first? Played Bama first. Cardell was working.
Third string quarterback.
Third string, bro. And then they beat Oregon. Marcus Mariota, the Heisman winner.
Championship game. This was the first.
That was the first time he was playing, bro.
Damn.
And this was the first college football playoffs ever too.
Yeah, Ohio State won that shit, so they got that.
You know how lit I was, bro. That shit was.
It was actually crazy to watch, bro. Like this nigga, he was like, "Yeah, Ohio State." People like Wisconsin was gonna kill them because they had a third string quarterback, but this nigga came in and beat them 59-0.
We got him ready, yo. He knew he had to step up to the plate. We got him ready. 12 gauge came on the field and was going crazy.
Now he's actually a big body ass quarterback. That nigga was like 6'6". He was like 260.
Damn.
Belly poking a little bit, but he was launching that shit. Yo,
I wanted to talk about this before like we all like wrap things up and shit like that. But your hoodie. So
rüdlife.
So I want you to talk about this. I mean, I know I came with the idea, like came to you about the idea and shit like that. But like I know you've been more focused on it because I've been more focused on this. But I want you to talk about it though.
So, I mean, you know, me and my brother's last name Rudolph, RUD, and so name he's probably like, you know, I mean he's my brother, but I would say he's my best friend for real. Like I'm proud of what he's doing with his boys right now, and like I'm also as well like I'm proud of where I am right now in life too. So, but life wasn't always easy. Like, you know, we had to work for everybody else. We had to work for stuff, and so like I would say like we're not like no rude boys like them island boys, but like life wasn't easy, like I said. So like, you know, it's been a rude life, but like you make the most of it. You know, we're here now, being able to tell a story, being able to live life. And so
amen.
I started just like Naeem, we had like, I know I've always wanted to do something with my brother besides play the game. Just do something for like when we're not here physically, that like we're left here like legacy wise type shit. Our younger brother, Jahmar, he's going to be a part of this when he turns 18.
Not me.
Nah.
I already told the first podcast.
Every time. Not me.
So, but like I got a lot going on up here. Like not in a bad sense, but like I got a lot of ideas that like I'm not artistic. I don't got the hand. I mean, music is art, so I be singing a little bit. But
he's seconding me in that. Go ahead.
You don't even believe that, like you said about the Giants and the Saints.
Jahmar be on the mic with me. He be like, all right, now take that note. I'm not killing that shit.
He just gathering his boy up, like he proud of you, you know.
Go ahead, though.
But we gonna bring this to life, rüdlife. This is who we are, you know. You make the most of life, and so we're bringing our ideas, thoughts to life, and putting them on fabric. I've been trying stuff out, trying to get things worked on. I hope to just have, like I said, we just made a post on our page. Follow it on Instagram. We have a Twitter as well. Instagram.
I'll put it in the description.
Instagram is rüdlife, RUDLIFECO. That's our Instagram. I got some things coming in the works. Got some ideas. And, you know, I want to put out the best of the best that I'm capable of doing. I don't want to put out something that's cheap and that people are like, yeah, it's cool, but it's cheap. Like, that's just not me. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big. So
yes, sir.
And so I would say stay tuned in the works. Like my brother said, he's really focused on getting his podcast with his friends up. And I'm not saying he's not focused on this, what we have, our brand right here, but he's more so busy. I'm busy with work as well and what I like to do when I'm off of work. But like when I get free time and get creative, I like to come to him with ideas. So
Yeah, whatever he asks, I bring it to life and then put it on.
yeah, like he really knows this tech stuff, you know? And like I wanna say, like, you don't always just gotta go to college to know something. Let me tell that to the young people out here watching that. You can get into a trade, you can find something what you want to do. It's a million ways to touch money in this world. You don't always gotta go to college. I learned that. I enjoyed my time. I'm proud of where it helped me get. And I don't really know where I would be without it. But like my brother, he didn't go to school, but he shared with y'all he did, but he didn't finish, I should say. And it's not a bad thing. He found out what he wanted to do himself in life. But there's a lot of things that I learned from him to this day, even though he's younger than me, even though he didn't go to school for college. But you know, I'm gonna keep y'all in tune, keep y'all posted. I hope you guys tap in with this podcast as well. Tap in with Rudolph if you want to. And I'm open to taking ideas of what people want, but it's also kind of like what we like. So, but we got fashion sense. We got a style. We got some style. Just let you know. So we're not just putting out anything that ain't gonna mismatch. So just know that. Rudolph for the guys, for the good guys. That's right.
Yeah, so you see like the two dots over the U. So like our last name, like I said, our last name is Rudolph. But when we were coming up with the idea, when I said like, cause we had different names, but he didn't want one of the names I wanted, and I didn't want one of the names he wanted. And then we decided on this one right here, but it kind of looked like without the little dots, it looked like Rudlife. But
right.
I forgot what language, and then they used the two dots, and it pronounces like the U sound, the U. So that's why we made sure we put that. So when niggas want to say Rudlife.
Yeah, that's tough.
So, but yeah, but now for like the final questions of the show. So we're gonna ask all of our guests this. We already answered one of them, but we added two new ones also. So first question is, what is the worst time you got dubbed?
Worst time? I've been dubbed a lot.
I be telling, but everybody has.
Like
everybody has.
I've been dubbed a lot. I don't even know, cause when I was in college, I was shooting.
Just like Jahmar in high school, just sitting in the streets.
I don't know. I could say I don't know, to be honest. Like
that's what I didn't have. Mine was
I couldn't
crazy.
say I've been dubbed a lot. Like what I would say what sucks the most is like if you try to go in a DM, shit gets seen, dubbed, and then you end up seeing that person the next day. Like it's like damn, like no gas. It's just like it's mad awkward. Like obviously they not attracted to you, and it's like damn, like I thought you was tough, and it's just like fuck it.
Yeah,
once you pass them, like if you look up and see them, it's like fuck, like it's just like damn, like it's mad, like maybe not awkward to them, but you thinking like I just messaged you last night, you faded my shit, you know who I am. But once you pass them, and it's just like you might take that last look back, but after then I'm like I ain't never looking at you again. I'm not like I probably unfollow you for real. Like fuck, I need to follow you for no
just
more.
move. Yeah, to be honest, really just moving on from the situation.
Honestly.
I don't know, like. I mean, I've shot shots in like DMs, but like, I never went up to somebody like in person, like, oh, what's up, and got like, like that shit would hurt. Like that shit would hurt. Like, thank God that shit never happened to me. But like, I've never been like the one to just like I be saying like a lot of my boys, they want to go out and like they feel obligated to take something back home to kill. Like I be with my boys to try to have a good time. So like I've never been up to people like, yo, what's up, shorty? Like I've never been that. Like I've never done that. I mean, I have dubbed some people who've done that shit in person. Like, unfortunately, I would say based off of looks, like I wouldn't say I have a type, but you just not attractive to me. So I'm just like, I'm not rude, like, oh. I'm just like, yeah, I just give a little small talk and just be like, yo, I gotta go. Like, shit, I gotta go.
Nah, cause I remember this one time. It was like I think I was still in high school. I had made a post on Instagram, and there was this chopped girl that I had put like hard eyes on my post. Bro, I blocked her. Bro, I was like, oh no.
Nah, like Instagram funny because this nigga did Sean tagged me in this. This is way back. Like he was at Montclair's and I was at school and like I got they Sean commented you on somebody's post and I looked at it and it was like some girl talking about like something like if you like this, but I was like, yo, who the fuck is that, bro? He was like, I'm like, bro, I just blocked her page. I'm like, cause she liked the comment, bro. She liked the comment. And I'm like, and she requested to follow me. I'm just like, nah. If someone said she funny as hell, though, I'm like, nigga, she ain't funny. You be laughing at her, nigga. Like, but nah, like, I've been dubbed a lot. You know, like you said, shooters shoot. Like, Steph Curry misses shots. That niggas think is crazy. So it is what it is for real type shit.
Yeah, bro. And it's all right. So the next one, this is just a hypothetical question for everybody who we gonna ask too. I seen this on Twitter. Would you snitch on your mans or cheat on your girl?
This shit is recent. I've seen.
I know.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I seen it on Twitter.
To be honest, I ain't going to jail for no nigga.
Bro, that's what me saying. So I'm
like, no lie, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know if I could say this shit for real. But like, if I did have to go to jail, I'm off of myself. No lie.
Jail or prison? There's two different things.
Like, I'm not going into that system.
Jail and prison are two different things.
Okay, maybe if I got bagged for peeing outside, like that's a holding cell and a fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get out later that night.
So what if it was a couple months? I'm
not going to jail, nigga.
Oh my god. I think I could survive off for a couple months, but jail and prison are two different things.
Like me, like
I think you're confusing the two. Prison is like prison, like multiple over a year. Like you're with the hard.
I mean, I'm losing my job over that shit. If I go to jail.
Oh yeah, I know, but but jail is the county. County's not.
Nigga, I don't. That's not a goal. Like I know it's not a goal.
I'm saying, I'm bro. Like if I could do a couple months, bro. Like I'm not off myself. I know
that's just me personally. Yeah, like no gas. Like I'm not doing that. Like no lie. Like I know people have lost they loved ones to that, unfortunately. But and it might be easier to say than do for real. But like that's just me personally. Like I do not like the cops. So like why am I going to be under their surveillance type shit? Like, and I'm black. Like, no.
So you going? I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm snitching. Yeah, I don't care. I do not care.
If I got a girl, I love my girl. I'm sorry. Like y'all niggas get told on.
Like no gas. Like because this is what I be seeing. Like nigga, you don't know what that nigga saying in there.
Exactly. They gonna be asking the same question, trying to get somebody. They just trying to put somebody in jail.
Right. They trying to like, and like I always said like, yo, if I'm driving, I remember this is before weed was legal, and like I'm not gonna say no names. I knew somebody who smoked, and they needed a ride from a party, and I seen him smoking there, but I wasn't smoking, and so I was like, he needed a ride, gave him a ride, but like. I smelled weed still. And I was like, yo, do you have weed on you? He's like, yeah. Like, mad jolly.
I would have said that nigga throw that shit out right now.
Nigga, walking, and so bro. We had to, where he lived, we had to pass the Morris Township Police Department. And it was 2 cops, like, right there. I think that shit is still South Street. Because Woodland is the left. I think that's still South Street. We was going down there past the horse stables. And I was just like, yo, if these niggas pull out right now, I'm beat. Because I be thinking like, that nigga don't want to go to jail. He about to
just slide
drop that shit down. Yeah. And I would be like, yo, I would have like no gas if it really came to some drug shits. I mean, I would be like, yo, you can test me right now. I don't got nothing in my system. I'm snitching, bro. I do not care.
Yeah, I think you can still get in trouble though, because they'd be like, you sold it to them. Like,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It don't always gotta be in your system. Like you could have had possession. Like you had the intent to do it. Like, but like, bro, that's bro.
Even while driving, like if they have it, I think you can still get in trouble just because you was driving.
Yeah,
around, like
that's like if somebody had a gun in your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll be telling you, I ain't going to jail for nobody. It's because like we weren't raised by the streets. Like I don't abide by any street codes. Like Snitch, bro. I will tell. I'm a civilian. I ain't a hood dude, bro.
But I think it's different between snitching and like just telling the truth, because like I think it's worse is if you in that life and then you go snitch about like you doing the same thing you're doing. But if you the driver and you had no parts in it, right, and then you tell, that's different than like if you
like it's
only doing that.
But the streets, anything you tell the cops is snitching. A street code,
yeah, that's just anything you tell the cops. And if you if they see you,
even if you tell the truth,
nigga, like if you at the park and you so how about to say I know a cop, but niggas don't know that cop, but I do. Yo, this nigga was talking to the feds. Then something go down. Bro, that was because he was talking to the feds. Meanwhile, I don't know what the hell y'all was getting into.
Yeah.
But it's yo, you was snitching. You was just playing with us. Now you were left and talked to the cops, nigga. Like, now he back. Like, put two and two together. You was telling. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Like, but I seen that shit like some lady on Twitter said, niggas is out here not snitching, leaving their families at home to then, again, let the streets raise their kids.
Yeah, bro.
And the cycle just never ends. It just repeats. So it's like,
tough.
When is black people gonna learn for real type shit?
Well, I say that. Well, not. I want to say black people in general, just like the street life. Yeah, like, bro. I feel like we gotta leave that shit behind, bro. Like we really the street like life code, all that shit, bro. Like it gotta go. I feel that's holding black people back. Like that part, like that certain part of black people, like it's holding them back though.
Like you said, yeah, street code. Yeah,
I don't abide by.
I don't being in the streets. I'm not like you said. I'm a civilian. I am a civilian.
Okay, bro. Like, I'm not me. All right, and then the last question is: would you ever be able to date a sex worker?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. Like OnlyFans. I know you said no.
No shot.
You want to give us a reason why?
Because, see, like I said, I'm not from the streets. I was raised in the schoolhouse, the church house, in the home house.
Amen.
Amen. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1:1. But somewhere in the Bible, I don't know. I'm gonna have to let Naeem know to say this scripture next time. But it's like a woman should be for her husband. Like that's it. You the woman of the house, not the woman of the internet. You can do that. You just will not be with me. For real, you would not be with me. There's no shot. There's like I wouldn't even approach a girl like if she was promoting her own shit. Why the hell would I go to her and be like, "Oh, what's up, baby? You wifey?" Like, what? You know how many other niggas in there talking about? Let me bend your shit down.
Yeah, nigga.
And I'm gonna be the nigga to talk about, "Oh, hey, baby, how you doing?" Like, no. You like anybody can do what they want at the end of the day.
That sounds like a couple people I know though.
Huh?
I said that sounds like a couple people we know. Hey baby. That
on a sex worker?
No, just like that type of talk. Like the way they be talking.
Like I mean, I don't really got no. You can do what you want. Like I said, at the end of the day, you gonna do what you want to do. You gonna do what you need to do in order to survive.
But it ain't gonna be with you.
It will never ever be with Sekayi ever. Like I don't know.
What if it was an anonymous one? Like she didn't show her face in it.
No,
I'm just asking. Sometimes that would be a deeper
thing. And you found out later.
I would feel betrayed.
Nah, I feel that though. I actually feel that.
I would just be like, I would actually be lost for words.
Yeah. I'm like, you dead ass right now?
Like
yeah, I'm making bread.
Literally be lost for words because like if they was hiding it from you, they was obviously hiding the money too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what? It's like yeah, money not everything, but it's like bro, like what? Like
what else you hiding?
Words.
Yeah.
Who you making content with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got 10,000 for that. No. So not like no, bro, no. That shit is just like, bro, it's crazy because people don't realize anything you put on the internet is not going to ever leave the internet,
bro. Yeah, it's so like, especially somebody screenshot it or whatever, like that shit. You know that shit not leaving.
Right.
Like, trying to delete your digital footprint is like a crazy process,
bro. It might be gone to us, but to whoever's behind the text internet, that shit is there.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to say, yo, I done sold this and that, and delete it because your mom got whiff of it, and you try to go get a job or something, and they can find that shit like, yo, you was out here trapping. Yeah. Oh, no. Like my boy Seth, I think he's a doctor now. He went or he's gonna be a doctor soon. He was telling people like he was like, yo, in 10 to 15 years, like the digital trace of people is gonna be insane.
Wasn't you talking about that with about our kids seeing us like when we're older and shit like that?
Bro, it's gonna be insane,
they're
bro.
They're gonna see their parents like passed out drunk in like a video, just wild stuff that like they never see. And for these sex workers, they're gonna see that too.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, that's tough.
We was talking about one of my group chats today. I'm like, yo, because they sent a video about like it was some kid. It was like some kid. It wasn't a real video, but some kid roasting some other kid about his mom being a OnlyFans kid like that. And so I'm like, next 15, 20 years, those kids, bro. I'm like,
they're gonna find out about that shit.
I'm like, bullying's gonna be like crazy, bro. Cause of course they're gonna find out, but I'm like, bullying's gonna be like at an all time high when cause with kids when they find out that
I be thinking bullying, like you talking about it, that should be having waves.
Yeah,
because like, yeah, people like unfortunately pass like in our town and our age with the bullying and shit, or like done certain stuff to like because of bullying. But like, I would say bullying probably is like mainly heavily in middle school.
Yeah, I don't feel that shit in high school.
Because like a lot of people now be like, bullies get bullied. Like people would cancel culture. They would get up on you like you was bullying, like, and you got mad people coming at you now. Now you look dumb for trying to pick on somebody.
Yeah.
So like, bullying hasn't really. I haven't really heard that word in a while. But I heard some terms that bullies get bullied a couple weeks ago. But it was like, damn. I forgot about bullying.
I feel like once that HIB shit came out in
it was a lot. They was promoting
New Jersey,
that shit.
It kind of definitely did die down. I know a couple people that got HIBs, yo. Shit was crazy. I'm not actually talking about other people. He looked at me. I wasn't actually talking about you. It was actually other people. It had to do with our freshman football team. It was a while. It was crazy, bro. It was like a couple of people on our team that got that.
Nah, that shit was bullshit. No gas, like, cause I'm not a bully, but like I just like to. Who the fuck doesn't crack jokes,
bro? Yeah,
I think that's what that's how bullying is. Like the bully think is like they just cracking jokes or playing around. I mean, it might not be as aggressive, like yo, shove you in the locker, but to you like jokes, but to them, they be like, damn.
To be honest, that's how I kind of got like my roasting like cracking jokes type shit, because it was him and Deshaun. Like it was just one summer, they was just going at me. So it was either swim or drown, bro. Like I just became that guy. Like all right,
but it wasn't even like it wasn't bully.
It was just it was cracking jokes, bro. Like
because Deshaun used to come to the crib as Naeem's friend, asking, "Yo, is Naeem here?" I'm like, "This nigga sleep." I'm like, "You don't gotta walk home though. You could just wait till he wake up." So I'll just be chilling with him. Then it's like, "Damn, Naeem, you old ass, just waking up." Like it was shit like that. Like never knows, like, cause that's my brother. You know, I'm not trying to hurt him. Like, but like. It was just funny, but yeah, nah.
Could you date a sex worker?
No.
Why?
Nah. All right. So if you talking about like OnlyFans, like, bro, I don't need the world seeing you naked.
My
bro.
girl,
like, yeah, bro, like especially like, bro, like, has like you don't got no sense of privacy. Like, to be honest, I don't care about the money. Oh, if you're making bands, like, I actually don't care about that, bro.
Right.
Like, that you're making bands off of like,
people, bro. It's sad how people chase money.
Yeah.
Like, bro, say. Boom, you make an OnlyFans. Your shit, $10. Boom. 400 people buy it. Boom, you up. Whatever, how many K, right? 40K. You don't even wake up the next morning. Dead. Somehow you dead. But you made 40K, you don't get to see none of it. And now everybody got your naked pictures out here.
Wait, why are they dying? They just
I'm just saying, like, anything that like you out here chasing money, but like nigga, like, but people say that shit all the time, like money don't come, like you don't get to take none of it with you.
Yeah.
Like you out here chasing that, but you leaving a trace of like that literally you're gonna be remembered as
a porn star.
Yeah. You did only for an hour or two. Mm-hmm. That's how you remembered.
And especially if it's like a porn star, hell no, bro.
But porn stars, you cannot get no job after that.
Bro,
but they gonna be good.
I don't want nobody dogging my girl. You crazy? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like, come on. Like, nah. Yeah, that's OD.
I couldn't do that.
There's no.
Porn not good for the mental. So I be seeing that shit. It's not good.
There's somebody that agent talked about that shit. Like,
it's not.
Why are you looking? I want to talk about this.
Like because like bro, like people be watching porn and like, bro, somebody's doing that shit as a job, and then they expect that out of their partner.
Yeah.
I
Like,
was seeing something different. Like,
that's what I be seeing on Twitter. Like, I mean, because I be going through the thread. I think a lot of the threads are way better than the actual tweets. So I
it was,
be
like
always
a
read the
it
thread.
was like a dopamine thing where like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
From
From watching porn
and shit like that. Where like say like you seen so like way many more titties, ass in your life than like your ancestors have, and they like you could see more shit in an hour than they seen in their whole entire life.
Yeah. So
Like
when you see titties in real life,
there was
it
no
won't be as
internet.
like
There was no internet.
Yeah,
back then.
It's not the same.
There was no
That's,
internet.
yeah,
back
like
then,
it's
so,
like it's not as pleasing or exciting. It's just regular, you know. Niggas used to write boobies and make that shit like niggas used to write that shit on a calculator and shit. Like it's just crazy, bro. Like we living in a like an ever so changing world, bro.
Bro, like shit was definitely different from when we was kids, bro. Like crazy different. Like it's magic.
Yeah, like we was like I remember like we was in middle school. I got an iPod. You always want on an iPod. Always on an iPod.
Yeah.
4 years later, everybody has an iPhone.
Yeah.
First it was just all y'all kids want to be on the iPod. No, look at every adult with an iPhone now.
And it wasn't our fault. Like it's just shit that was introduced into our life. Like we just living life.
Do you think it could be like that with like OnlyFans and stuff like that? Like,
well, I heard OnlyFans is
doing that. So like in the next generation, like, oh yeah, my mom does it too, or like, oh yeah, my dad does it too.
Unfortunately, that's it's gonna be like that, bro.
I wouldn't want that for my kid. Like
yeah, like it's
you gonna have an old head mindset. Like, what? You wouldn't date someone with an OnlyFans? You make bread. Like that's a 6-figure job.
I'm not trying to have a mindset to please other people, yo.
Yeah.
Like if like I'm not trying to be stuck in my old ways either. But I feel like if that shit like,
bro, but
no.
You know how people say your life is priceless?
Yeah.
How your life priceless, but you putting a price on your body?
I hear that.
$10 a month to see my ass and titties.
Like that's crazy.
Even with niggas too. I know there's niggas. I mean, there's niggas that do OnlyFans and shit like that too, bro.
But like I heard that OnlyFans wasn't only for sexual content. That shit
wasn't. It wasn't initially. But niggas started doing that.
Quarantine had niggas horny and had girls just
going crazy.
Needing. I guess people was needing bread. I mean, I was still in college. I didn't really suffer from it as much. I would say. I guess
horniness.
No, like having to in a need of bread.
Oh,
like I didn't really need it. Like I wasn't like late. My job didn't shut down. I had no job, so I wasn't like, damn, like, you know, I had mad frozen food still in college. I was heating that shit up, eating it. Like, I don't know. It was just like it's crazy, bro. Like, but that digital trade is gonna be there for people. Yeah, that it's too late now. If you in it, it's too late. But I feel for you. I feel for you. I feel for your kids the most. I feel for your kids.
That's my main reason too. Is like I don't want to deal with like what comes with having like a girlfriend that's a sex worker and everything for my kid and for me. I honestly think if that's what you want to do is OnlyFans, I think that's fine. Like you making bread and shit like that. It's just not my cup of tea.
Do what you gotta do to survive. But like
you don't want your actions to affect your kid later on down the life, down the road.
I don't think a lot of people think about that, bro.
They
Unfortunately, they don't.
Really should.
They should.
People are just thinking about getting their bread up and shit like that. Where it's cause like damn, like
there's
more to life than bread.
Niggas die every day, bro.
This is not my cup of tea. Like if that's what
I
you
get
like,
it.
I understand making bread. I understand making bread, but like
it's just you're not gonna be associated with Sekayi doing that. Never.
Especially I don't know who sent this to me on Twitter. It was I can't remember who sent it, but someone it might have been either you or Amir, but it was this girl that was getting like she was giving head in a barbershop to some nigga in a barbershop chair. Yes, bro.
Oh, I think I seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, it was going viral on Twitter, and it was her brother was on a FaceTime and her like, yo, everybody's talking to me about this. Yo, I was like,
it was like some light skinned kid, like he was in high school.
Yeah, bro, that shit like that shit affect your family if they know you, bro. That shit like I know niggas is gassing him in high school, bro.
Oh,
like every day. I'm like,
tough.
bro, like I'll buy your sister's OnlyFans. Stop playing with me, yo. Like that shit gonna affect, bro. That shit, if you think it's not like it's gonna affect your kids down later in the road. Yeah, that shit affect your family right now, yo. Like that's like some people would disown you for like shit like that. That like I mean that's actually true. Like somebody would like your family could disown you for that.
No
shit like
bullshit, they could.
I remember I had asked a couple of people. They was like, bro, like I would definitely disown my if that was my daughter. I'm like, damn, like that's actually crazy.
I mean, but like, why? Like if you was raising her to like with some morals and shit, and she turned to that, like
She was in she was in college.
the girl.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
That's crazy.
well, shit, pay for your own shit then. Use that money you
She
got.
might- yeah, she might have did. Like, she might
Bullshit.
have did.
That's a tough situation.
I don't like nah. So the questions you said. What was the first question?
Dubbed.
Oh yeah, I got dubbed hella times. And I'm snitching,
Snitching. Me
and
too.
I'm not working with no. I'm not having no relationship with no sex worker. So 3. So take it how you want it. That's me. I'm good. I'm at peace.
Sekayi Rudolph, everyone.
Yeah, man. So thank y'all for tuning into the podcast. Thank you for our guest Sekayi.
Yeah, thank you.
Coming
Showing
on.
out, show it out. Yes.
His all links to all his platforms will be in the
clean.
description.
I'm gonna need one actually.
I got you. I got my people out here, man.
Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We also have a clips channel for people that like short form content for like clips and reels and stuff like that.
It's that
That will also
dopamine.
be what?
The dopamine. The just quick
Yeah,
search.
that's also be on there. Did I miss anything else? Oh, you can listen to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. So make sure y'all leave a like or a 5-star on the audio platforms. And until next time, this is the D&E Podcast signing off.
Peace.